100.
These Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, and Terrence Crawford, and that somehow it's one of these three who will be that next dude. I've been saying for a minute too, you know, with Floyd out of the game, there's not gonna be another Floyd Mayweather, you know what I mean? But there will be great champions, you know. But what there will be is something that Floyd was not, which is a unified welterweight champion, an undisputed welterweight champion. You know what I mean? That is what the world of boxing looks like, is at the forefront, whether it happens in 2018, 2019, it doesn't matter. In the near future, there will be a welterweight champion who has all of the belts, or 3 of the 4, becoming the undisputed welterweight champion of the world, which is something we haven't had for over a decade. Wow. You know, so to me, history is in the making, and I'm at the forefront of that history, and I look forward to fighting to be the king of the division.
Last question. I've heard you use this term a lot. You probably even coined it, true welterweight.
Yeah,
I've heard
all day, every day. I love it.
Yeah, I've heard you. You've been critical of, you know, smaller guys coming up and thinking that they can mess around with the bigger, true welterweights. Crawford, 135-pounder. Now he's at 147.
Yeah.
People kind of like put you in a place where like they actually think, you know, like this will be a competitive fight, or they have him higher in the pound-for-pound rankings. You know, you're a unified champ. Why isn't, you know, why aren't the talking heads?
Well, he moved up a weight class and he dominated 140. There wasn't a tremendous amount of fighters at 140 because a lot of them already migrated over here to 147, and now he's trying to migrate to 147. So the beauty of 147 also is we are the biggest of the small people, okay? And there's 2 ways of notifying that. Well, 3 in my book. One is when I weigh 147, I can fit a small t-shirt. Okay, that's one evidence right there. But another one is welterweight is right under middleweight. You have middleweight, light middleweight, welterweight. So right when you get out of welterweight division, you become in the light middleweight division. So you got the middle class before you get into the heavies. So we're the small guys, right? And we're the heaviest division that's allowed to wear 8-ounce gloves. Okay. But only the small guys are allowed to wear 8 ounces, but 147, we're allowed to wear 8 ounces, and we're the last division. In most states, if you weigh 148, 149, you are obligated to wear 10-ounce gloves. So that's something else that I love about the division. And when it comes to being a true welterweight, you know, people want to compete with us. These lighter guys want to compete, and it's not that they can't do it. You know, Floyd Mayweather was a welterweight, and he didn't start off as a welterweight, and he dominated the welterweight division as not a true welterweight, okay? So it's not that it can't be done. It's just that it's not the easiest thing to do, because you have to acknowledge that we have weight classes for a reason, you know? I'm not challenging Deontay Wilder, you know what I'm saying? We got weight classes for a reason, you know? Another thing too, Crawford has good height and good reach. So when you're a light guy, but you're moving up, even Mikey Garcia has decent height and reach. He has superior height and reach over Adrian Broner. We saw that, right? So it happens, when you have height and reach, you can move up divisions, right? Because once when you get out of the welterweight division too, you go into light middleweight, you know, light heavyweight, the average height increases. You know what I mean? And you follow, you know, we saw with Cotto moving up in weight, but you know, he fought people, Margarito, taller, other people, taller, you know, so that's what happens, man. There's weight classes for a reason, but some people, they believe they can step up and that they can hang. Terrence feels that way, and I look forward to him, you know, getting a respectable fight in the welterweight division. I know he wants me right away, but that ain't happening. We got to come back from this injury and certain things. And plus, nowadays, you can just look at the long line of list of people that want to fight Keith one-time Thurman, man. And, you know, maybe I'll just put some names on a piece of dice and roll the dice and make these fights happen, man. But they're only going to happen one at a time, man. So, you know, it's a little interesting. I am in a position of power. I don't plan on abusing it. But I will be using it, but I do not plan on abusing it. And I want to give you guys, I want to come back in the ring, and then after that, I want to give you guys a good fight, and then possibly another good fight, and then just go from there, man. But First, we got to do a few more weeks of rehab and then get the ball rolling. And then once when it's rolling, we can start talking about anything.
Make boxing great again. Keith Thurman.
That's right.
Appreciate you, brother.